Well, Mum Tali Kizhner's son, Segev, just 22, was killed by Hamas at the Nova Music Festival. Tali woke up in the morning, heard something was wrong, and was madly texting her son, but he never answered. He'd sadly been murdered, and Tali joins me here now. Thank you very much for being here. Tell me, what happened to Segev on the morning of October 7?
It took us about 4 days to understand what happened. At first, we had no clue. We were seeking for any piece of information, getting a very terrifying, horrifying messages from the media. People were trying to understand what's going on. My husband went to the hospitals, and we knew that he was not wounded. So after 2 days, we understood that either he has been killed or maybe he was kidnapped and is kept as a hostage. But on the 4th day, his friend that was together with him knocked on the door. He was very heavily wounded, barely standing, and he told us that he was with Segev in this shelter, and he was lying under Segev's body for 6 hours, and Segev was dead for sure, and that was the way that we got the news.
So sorry, Tali. So tough, and especially 1 year on, and you're reliving it all and retelling the stories. You managed to retrieve some recordings from the shelter. Can you tell us about those recordings?
Now, at every opportunity, I'm saying that we're really privileged. We're privileged in the way that we had an opportunity to say the last goodbye to our son. We are privileged because we had the grave to come and cry at, and we're privileged that we had a precious opportunity to know minute by minute what happened to him because of the courage of his friends. One of his friends who is a survivor, Itamar Shapir, and another friend who was tragically killed near him, Ayelet, and she was a young reporter. And she just, when this horrifying attack started, she pressed the button, and she has recorded all the event minute by minute of this horror.
It must be so hard to listen to that, though, as a mother.
It's unbelievably difficult. Yeah. I couldn't, of course, listen for all the recording at once. It took me a lot of time, and of course, I couldn't listen to this at home. I was taking my phone to the cemetery and just being with Segev together was trying to listen to this. And the main thing is there were 27 people there in the bomb shelter. There were different people from different political backgrounds, different political views. There were Muslims, there were Jews, there were really very precious Israel, a very small Israel in this bomb shelter, and they were so respectful to each other. They were so loving, caring, and unbelievably human to each other. They were taking care, and Anel Shapir was throwing the grenades outside the bomb shelter. And when he was killed, my son was just behind. He was taking care of this, interaction. They were trying to kill the police. They were superheroes. They were simply superheroes.
So brave, Tali.
Yeah.
Now, you've done an incredible installation at the airport here in Tel Aviv in honor of your son, Angels. Can you tell us about this artwork?
Yeah. I think that our Israel is bleeding, and the main thing we need to do is stand together. And the loss is incredible, and it started on the October 7th, but it's going on every day. We have funerals, we have memorial services, and it's a great tragedy. And we wanted to show to the people the beauty of their souls. Everybody, there are more than 1,700 people that were lost during this terrible year, and in their memory, we want to be united together.
It's so beautiful. Tali, just very quickly, and tell us, you visited Australia and it had always been your son's dream to come to our beautiful country.
You have an incredible country. You have so many loving people and beautiful views, and I really fell in love with your country, and I'm wearing all the time this one. This is the Hearts of Solidarity that I got in Sydney by Sylvia. And thank you so much for being such a great friend of Israel and stand with us in these very difficult times.
Thank you, Tali, for being here. Really, really appreciate it.